bet you've never heard of anything like it. I bet you've never seen anything like it. Wait till you see the demonstrations on this, because it is unlike any type of cleaning cloth or cleaner that I've ever seen, because this is actually a cleaner. It is made of wood fiber. It starts off like a cloth, and then what you do is just add water. That's it. No chemicals, no anything, because this is a simply natural way for you to be able to clean virtually any surface and then some, okay? So what we're gonna do today, when it comes to our Simply Natural wood fibers, what you're getting is actually, I think it's 8 layers. This is wood. All right, but what happens is you get it home and it feels very, very stiff. You put it in water and it becomes the softest cloth. But this is a cloth unlike any other cloth you've ever cleaned with, which is why we have sold over 2.3 million right here at HSN in the last few years, okay? We have done this because these not only clean, add just the slightest bit of abrasion to it, so it's gonna clean beautifully, but you know what else it does? It cleans bacteria. This cleans bacteria when you just add water to the cloth. It is a technology that was developed in sushi kitchens so that they didn't use chemicals on food surfaces. It works beautifully. Read the reviews on these things, and today, look what we're gonna give you. All of these, okay? You're getting 24 of them. So you're gonna get 12 of your 6x6, which are great. I use them to take my makeup off with. They are fabulous for that. And then you're also going to get another dozen of our great big ones, which is gonna be your 10 by 10, and you get to choose what color you would like. You may get a couple of sets. In fact, most people are today, because some people like to use, for example, one color in the kitchen, one color in the bathroom, any way you wanna use them. This is gonna be your blue right here, like a cobalt blue, aqua, pink available. We have red. Here's your lavender, and then we also have it in the gray, and right over here.
It's so
is
good
Carrie
to see you, Alice.
McNally.
Here we go.
We have been offering these for so many years for a reason. They clean unlike any other cleaner, and not only that, they clean without any harsh chemicals.
Right, imagine.
Simply natural.
Simply natural. Imagine, remember the time where you couldn't find paper towels? They didn't exist, right? You don't have to use paper towels ever again. In our family, with 2 boys and a Labrador Retriever, we were spending $300 to $400 a year on paper towels. You don't have to use any chemical cleaners at all. You can use the other product that's in this hour as well, or you can just use tap water. Come on over here. If we're getting rid of paper towels, how do they usually sell us a paper towel? It's absorbency, right? So we have a side-by-side live comparison for you. We have all kinds of fun demos. Stick with us, become part of Simply Natural Nation. So here's a paper towel. We're gonna put it in the same amount of liquid here on your left at home, and that is kind of sad, right? That's really sad. Now I'm gonna take a super thirsty, Simply Natural wood fiber cleaning cloth from Viscose. I'm gonna put it down in here, and this thing can hold up to 3 to 5 times its own weight in liquid. So confident am I could put it right up over my head and know it's not gonna drip on me. How cool is that? Now, the beauty here is in independent laboratory testing, it wipes up with just tap water 99% of germs and bacteria. But then also in independent laboratory testing, when you rinse it thoroughly for 30 seconds in just tap water, it releases the 99% of germs and bacteria. Now, how does it do that? I wanna show you. We took one right here and we cut one open. It's 8 layers. These 8 layers come together, and they were established in sushi kitchens where they're dealing with a lot of raw food, and they can't be spraying all kinds of chemicals while they're sending these dishes out to the table. But in independent laboratory testing, it's grabbing all the germs and bacteria, and we're talking about Staphylococcus, we're talking about E. coli, and Salmonella. But then it's releasing it into the drain, and that's why, unlike sponges, this is never ever gonna smell. Okay, probably shouldn't have done that, lavender, but it looks like a relatively clean sponge, right? Sponges get really dirty, and they always say, put this in the microwave, put it in the dishwasher. I say put it in the trash, because
put it in the trash.
When it looks like it's clean, it's not. Let's take a black light to this and see what the sponge really looks like. This glow-in-the-dark stuff here represents germs and bacteria that are embedded in the sponge. And when you use this sponge on something like a sippy cup, oh boy, that's covered in germs and bacteria, or a wine glass, again, you're just spreading around the germs and bacteria. Take a look at this kitchen that we thought we cleaned with a sponge and just tap water, to be fair. When you flick on the black light, it's like a crime scene, Alice. All the sponge is doing is just basically smearing all that germs and bacteria and dirt and dander and all that other stuff around. Watch as the Simply Natural wood fiber cleaning cloth from Viscose picks up everything that the sponge left behind. And then when you rinse it, all of those germs and bacteria, all of it goes down the drain. That's why people don't like these cloths. They absolutely love them. They get several sets of them, especially when we have a TS like this. It's very rare. Congratulations if you're jumping in for the first time. One of the things I love about being a presenter here on HSN is that HSN customers are game to try something new. They want to, and this is the first day of spring, Alice.
Because
today's the first day.
Educate you on products that we have searched the world for. We want to bring you something that not only is so exciting to be able to give you something that you use over and over and over again. Forget all those paper towels. I mean, think of the forest that we're killing every time you go through all of those rolls of paper towels. And you can't get those back, okay? But what you have here are wood fibers, layers and layers and layers. And I don't want you to freak out, because here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get it home and you're gonna go, wow, this is, you know, it's kind of interesting. It's, but it's stiff.
Yeah.
And you know, here's all you do, is you take this, and again, nice and stiff, nice and
can almost stand up on its
sturdy,
own when it arrives,
okay?
right?
And then you put it in some water and look at what happens. Completely becomes truly one of the softest cloths you are ever gonna use, and it stays that way.
Yes.
So you are going to, listen to this is so important, you are going to clean with just water. And the magic of, I call it magic, it's science, but it's the magic of being able to clean without any chemicals whatsoever. It is the way that this is formulated with the wood fibers, and it not only is gonna clean, it removes bacteria. It cleans even bacteria. And that's what's so crazy about this. It doesn't just get up the debris. It doesn't just get up the mess. It cleans the things that you can't even see. And that's why people love it. And then you know what you do to get rid of the bacteria that now has accumulated? You put it in the water for 30 seconds. You take it, you wring it out, you lay it flat to dry, and then you know what you do? You use it again.
That's it.
And again.
And over and over and over. We were spending $300 to $400 a year in paper towels. We don't use paper towels anymore. Come on over here. We've got shoe scuffs. This is just a little water. No chemicals at all. And again, that's why they're never gonna smell. So I'm just gonna wring this out. This is just water, and these are scuff marks. And look at this. It has just enough abrasion to it where it gets stuff that's really kind of baked and caked in there, but it will never scratch or damage your expensive cabinets. It will never take paint off any surface. It's not going to scratch or damage your stainless steel, your mirrors, your glass. All of this is going right down into the cloth without any chemicals whatsoever. That's the beauty of this. You can rinse it out, you lay it flat to dry, and these things will replace paper towels. And you can use this with any of your chemical, or especially your environmentally friendly chemical cleaners, or you can just use tap water. That's why kitchens, professional kitchens love it, because they've got dozens of these pans, and they've got stuff that, you know, in 450, they're broiling things. You're cooking the steak in here on the stovetop, then you're putting it in the oven. Same thing, just not even much elbow grease. Not even a lot of effort. Normally, if you see a pan like this, Alice, you're taking out the steel wool, right? Now,
with the chemicals on it.
Right, now you're gonna have...
On where I cook my food, for heaven's sakes. Why would you do that? And you know, you look at that, and look at the shine.
Yeah, and I didn't tear up my hands with a bunch of steel wool.
The wood fibers do the work here. It is an incredible technology, a type of science that was discovered many years ago, but nobody told us over in this country for many years.
Right, it was developed in sushi kitchens.
We were one of the first to bring it over, and really, truly, one of our best sellers now. But this is our Simply Natural wood fiber cloths, and we will not be doing another Today's Special featuring this for the rest of the year. Right now, there are no plans for that. We have already sold over 8,300 because people have ordered multiples of these. And again, this is your chance to get a cleaner that, Carrie, is unlike any cleaner on the planet, because you know why? It's a Simply Natural, all-natural cleaner that is made of wood fibers and absolutely no chemicals whatsoever.
Yeah. So once again, if you're just tuning in, I want to show you how this works. We took one and we cut one open so you could see it live. If you guys can come in tight, you can see that this has 8 layers right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, that creates a net. That net with just tap water in independent laboratory testing means it's going to grab 99% of germs and bacteria associated with dirt. The beauty is it's so porous because it is a net. You can actually see through it. You can hold it up to the light and you can see through it. When you rinse it for 30 seconds in independent laboratory testing, it rinses free of the 99% of germs and bacteria. And we're talking about E. coli, Staphylococcus, and then Salmonella, easy for me to say. That stuff is all going down the drain, and that's why I've had one sitting right here on my faucet. My wife doesn't like it there. She likes it off to the side. But every day, like a guy picking out socks, I pick it up and I sniff it, and it never, ever smells, and it's been there for years. My wife, Kara, my sister, Kimberly, and my niece, Liz, they all take their makeup off with these.
It's amazing.
It's just, I mean...
With just water.
Yeah, just water.
Why would you wipe chemicals all over your face to take off your makeup when you can use this? And you know what? I use it in the shower. I mean, I bathe with it. I love it better than my washcloth. And you know why? Because my washcloths would get so smelly in a matter of a couple of days, a couple of uses. These are not going to do that because why? When you rinse it, the bacteria rinses out. That's what's so incredible about it. And we're going to show you again black light demonstrations where you're going to see it actually remove that bacteria. And seeing is believing. You know what? Black lights do not lie.
Right, the black lights do not lie. And in our pocketbook, we've noticed the difference. It also makes you feel good too when you're out lugging, you know, those giant packages of paper towels into the house that take up so much space on the shelves. And every time, like I always saying to my boys, my stepsons, I'm like, hey, use the towel to dry your hands, to wash your hands. And look at how clean this rinses out. You just rinse it out clean, you lay it flat to dry, and you can use these for months, if not years. If you're new to this, welcome on in. I know trying something new, it's a little scary sometimes, but you're not gonna like these cloths. You're gonna love them. People trade these. People give these as housewarming gifts. They give them to like coaches and piano teachers and yoga instructors because they really do work. And when you look at 2.3 million, Alice, since 2019, that's a lot of cloths.
It's a lot of cloths.
Happy customers.
But you know, here's the thing. Once you get these home, you will use them and use them and use them. And you will, frankly, I've had mine for a couple of years because you use them over and over, you rinse them out, you dry them, and then you're good to go again with these. It is, for $1, I think it's a buck, let's just call it $1 and a nickel each. You will use these over and over. How much would you spend on one roll of paper towels? And think about what you're doing in terms of being able to clean with 0 cleaners. You do not need to use a cleaner because this is not only going to clean the residues, it's not only going to have a little bit of scrub to it, it takes the bacteria and removes it. We couldn't say that unless this were independently lab tested. And believe me, again, you're gonna see some great black light demonstrations. We're giving you a huge configuration. You're going to get 24, you will get 12 of your 6x6. These are the ones I use in the shower every day. And then we also have the 10x10s as well that you get a dozen of. Oh, look what you're getting, all of these. So when I say these are gonna last you and last you and last you, I'm telling you, I think I still have an unopened pack in my house because I use them so constantly and they just keep working. And I want you to get these home, and you know what I want you to do? Use them for a week, use them for 2 weeks, and keep smelling them. You will not smell a bad smell. You will not smell like that sponge, I'm sorry, Rich, that I just threw away in your kitchen the other day because it was so horrible. I wouldn't even touch it. We're gonna give you, again, 24, $1 and a nickel each, and you have your choice of the blue, the aqua, we have the pink available, the red, the lavender, the gray. I just want you to try them. You will never use another paper towel. Everything about this just is so smart.
Yes.
So economical.
It's really genius. It's such simple science.
In a different way.
Yes, absolutely. And when we buy paper towels, one of the things that we want to know is they're absorbent, right? Because we want to get the spilled milk and not cry over it. We want to get the jelly up and the soup and the spilled wine and all that other stuff. So that's what we want out of a paper towel. Well, let's do a side-by-side live comparison person here on HSN with a paper towel right here with the same amount of liquid, and that's rather kind of sad. Now here's a super thirsty, simply natural wood pulp fiber, and look at this. This thing can hold so much liquid, so confident am I that it's not gonna drip at all, right? I'll just hold that right up over my head. I can hold it up over Alice's head, and if that dripped on her head, I would be in a lot of trouble. but then now remember, it's super absorbent, and in independent laboratory testing, it's picking up 99% of germs and bacteria associated with dirt. But now when I rinse it for 30 seconds or so, and then you test the cloth, it's completely pristine. 99% of the germs and bacteria have gone where? Right down the drain. And that's why, unlike sponges, it is never, ever gonna smell. Here's a sponge that looks pretty clean. We'll rinse it out live on the air, give it a good rinse. Right on TV, I'm splashing all over the place here. Give it a good rinse, and then we'll hit it with the black light, and then we'll see, because this thing is honeycombed. It's a harbinger for germs and bacteria. So look what's happening. Yeah, see, there's all the stuff that you cannot see with the naked eye. And when you use a sponge like this over and over again, what you're kind of doing is you're transferring all those germs and bacteria over to other things, like this, heaven forbid, or a whoopee, or even something as simple as a wine glass. You ever get a dirty wine glass at a restaurant?
I don't want to
and you're
drink.
like, I don't know whose lipstick that is.
I almost feel like taking them with me when I travel or when I go to a restaurant, wiping the things out.
My wife, Karen, and I love to travel. You know what we do? We bring them in one of these, in a Ziploc bag, and the first thing we clean at the hotel is the remote. Take a look at this kitchen that we thought we cleaned with a sponge. It looks like it's clean till you flip on the black light, then it's a crime scene, because the sponge is simply just smearing all, or as we said in New York, smearing, like on a bagel, smearing all the germs and bacteria all over the place. Watch what happens when the Simply Natural goes behind the sponge and grabs everything that the sponge missed.
You can't lie. You can't lie.
That's
to
the
black
beauty of
light.
it. It's the
and
net.
This, again, is independently lab tested. So otherwise we could not say that it removes 99%?
99% of germs and bacteria. And we're talking about E. coli, Staphylococcus, and then...
See how I made you say that? There was no way I was going there. I just said
my sister, who's a registered nurse, is going to she's never going to let me hear the end of that. But E. coli, Salmonella, and Staphylococcus. That's what it is.
Tough.
But yeah, this is granite right here. And remember, it's going straight into the cloth without any cleaning solution at all. And this is just tap water.
And does not scratch.
It's never going to scratch or damage your brand new cabinets that you maybe spent a small fortune on, or your stainless steel appliances, or mirrors, or glass of any kind. And we're just using tap water. That's the beauty of it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And when you're rinsing it out, remember, it's being released down into the drain. That's the brilliance of these cloths that were developed in sushi kitchens when they're dealing with a lot of raw food, and they've got to send that dish out to the, out to the table, and then they've got to create another one of those beautiful rolls. They can't spray a bunch of chemicals on that surface. This was developed over decades, and it's just tap water and just a Simply Natural cloth. Whether you're removing your makeup like my wife and my sister and my niece do, or if you're just using it on any surface, anywhere in here. I could clean anywhere in here, Alice, with a Simply Natural cloth and just tap water.
And you know what? It's great for door handles, things like that. Anything that you touch, you're going to be able to clean with this. And you know what you're cleaning with? Water. Just add water. I think that we have learned, some of the advantages of being able to clean in natural ways, but we were always afraid they didn't work. We are talking about independent lab testing that we can actually say that this will clean 99.9%. I'm just gonna make you keep
call
saying
it 99.
All right, let's just call it 99, right?
Right. Now, come on over here. I
got that,
This is,
by the way.
Thank you, yeah. So this is a project that I worked on in the garage, and it represents my being a germaphobe. And I was a germaphobe long before the world changed, because I lived in Manhattan for a long time. And this was back when you had to have a token before the Metro card and before the tap your credit card. So you had to touch the turnstile. And I would be like, and sometimes I would miss because I didn't want to touch anything. These represent all the things that we're touching on a regular basis. And can you grab that black light for me? And I'm going to turn this one on over here.
Where is it?
If you get a look at this, you can see all of this stuff. Like, here's a cutting board that looks, at first like it's okay. That cutting board is just It looks like it's fine. On one side it is, but then you look on the other side and look at all the stuff on the cutting board. And then take a look at just this handle, right? All these little handles. This handle right here. So this is something that you're touching and pulling on a regular basis. Now this is a Simply Natural cloth right here without anything in it except water. So now I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna go up and down a couple of times right there with that. And now, look, the handle is completely free of all that stuff. Where is it? It's now in the cloth.
Look at that.
That's what's happening. It's going from the surface that you're cleaning into the cloth, and then when you're rinsing this, then it's going down the drain. And take a look again at that kitchen that we thought we cleaned with, you know, a sponge, and then you flip on the light. Look what's happening. The sponge is just spreading all the germs and bacteria all over the kitchen, and then you go behind the sponge with Simply Natural wood pulp fiber cloth from Viscose, and it picks up everything that the sponge left behind. If you've already jumped in, welcome to Simply Natural Nation. If you're coming back for more, a lot of people are getting 2 or 3 sets. Thank you on behalf of the company. It's a family-owned business. On behalf of my family to your family, welcome to Simply Natural Nation. You're not gonna like these cloths, you're gonna love them.
You're gonna love them, and you're gonna love our deal today, because $24.99 means that you are getting 2 dozen of these, 24 of these, and basically it works out to be like $1 and a nickel. Now, what do you spend on one cleaner? One cleaner that does one thing. This is gonna work on everything, from your laptops to your mirrors to everything. It cleans beautifully, but it cleans without any chemicals. You know what you need in this big basket right here? You know what you need? Nothing. You need none of these. Forget it. Stop spending that money and stop putting chemicals throughout your home. You don't need to, because you're able to clean now not just the debris, not just the dirt, but getting the bacteria, and knowing that that bacteria, 99% of the bacteria is being removed with just a cloth and a water, is really, it's mind-boggling. But this is technology. This is science that has been used for years, because these are made of layers of wood fibers. But first, I don't want you to freak out. You're gonna get these and you're gonna go, well, that's different than it looked on TV, because it will be stiff. As soon as you add water, it gets very nice and very soft. It will stay that way, and you will use it over and over and over. I would love for you, if you've never tried these, please just try them. Use them for a week, use them anywhere you want, in the bathroom, anywhere you want, and I just know that when you go and smell these in a week or 2 weeks, you're going to smell nothing, because when you rinse it, it rinses everything out. That's the beauty. You just let it dry, air dry, and then you're good to go again. 24, you're gonna get 12 of your 6x6, you're gonna get 12 of your 10x10, and you get your choice of colors. We have the blue, we get the aqua, the pink, the red, lavender, gray available for you. Look how many you are getting. Do you know how much you're gonna save just in paper towels? Yeah. Do you know how much you're gonna save by never having to buy these things again? Just add water, it cleans in a completely unique way. And you know what? This is so exciting. Only time for the year that you're going to see this.
We launched these in 2019, and you can see that graphic, right? 2.3 million cloths have been spoken for just here. You can't get these in the big box stores. You can't find them in the supermarkets. You get them right here at HSN, exclusive configuration. And one more time, this is how they come. And when they come, they can stand up on their own, just like that. But the second I take this and put water in it, like, watch what happens. It transforms. And the only analogy I could think of is just like a baby blanket, or maybe an old-timey, like cloth diaper from way back.
Cloth diaper would be a great analogy.
But the beauty of this is, and this is why my wife, my sister, my niece take their makeup off with these, because it's just so soft, but it has just a little bit of a grit to it. So it gets the caked on, baked on stuff that you otherwise would have to have a very stiff sponge for. But I just take this with just water, and I come over here to something that was probably at 450 degrees searing a steak, and then went into the oven and then came back on the stovetop. And I can get these kinds of results without any chemicals at all. I would normally have to go ahead and grab a steel wool pad, and then I'm worried about tearing up my fingernails and my nails. I can get this clean, that clean right there, completely clean, without any chemicals whatsoever. And what I'm doing when I'm doing this is I'm capturing 99% of the germs and bacteria, but then it's also being rinsed right down the drain. I can take the same cloth right here, and then I can get up all this crayon, or spilt eggs or milk or anything that you would normally break out paper towels and some chemicals for. If you have pets, you know what I do with mine? We have a black Labrador Retriever. Her name is Olive. And when she comes in
what I'd love you to do is rinse that out so everybody can see how it just then rinse everything that you have just picked up.
Out. Yep.
Just rinses out.
It goes down the drain. That's the beauty of this.
Yeah.
And
then you just dry it off,
Yep, you
use it again.
Lay it flat or hang it up, and then just use it again. And I'll get over here with these scuff marks one more time. I know we're running out of time. But the other part of this...
Can we show the black light one more time?
Yeah, we can, absolutely. So there's scuff marks and crayon right there, all done. And then, listen to that. I was a DJ in the 90s. Squeaky clean without any...
And it's still annoying.
We don't have to have... One of the things I find fascinating about these cleaning products is they all have that one disclaimer, use in a well-ventilated area. Last time I checked my kitchen, my bathroom, they didn't have sunroofs. Maybe a skylight, but you can't open and close it. You can't use those chemicals unless you're going to use them outside. So I want to show you one more time.
Yeah, it's over there.
Where? Oh, we're going to
what
do we want to do?
The black light.
Yeah, okay, we're going to come over here. So we come over here and we look at all the different things that we touch, and we don't realize that they've got sometimes some germs and bacteria embedded into them. And you can see things, and let me just grab a cloth with just water on it.
Right, just water.
Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and clean up this little mess here. This little ducky has got stuff on him, poor fella. And you can take this, you clean the ducky off. Now the ducky's clean, where's the stuff? It's in the cloth. That's what's wild about this. And that's why these cloths, unlike sponges and rags, will never, ever smell. And you can see all of these things that have all kinds, like I'll just take half of this light switch right here. Look at this, all this stuff that's on there, right? That comes off with just water, and then I turn it around, and you can see that it's in the cloth. That's why this is so cool, and it's never, ever gonna smell.
It's crazy popular. How many ordered on the day already?
Oh, we have 30 seconds left.
Almost 10,000 ordered on the day.
Here's another thing you can do with it. You can clean your fruit up with it.
Because you're just cleaning with...
it's just water.
With water. I know, but you will find that you're going to walk around, you're going to take these, you're going to use them on your doorknobs, on your handles, on your cabinets. Everywhere you will travel with these because you can walk into a hotel room and wipe everything down.
Wipe down the remote, wipe down the knobs. We take them on the airplane. We have bottled water when we get on the airplane. We clean the tray off, the little tray table.
I know, it's gross, right?
It's gross.
I love these. I think you're going to love them. I've used them for years, and I think once you get, they're addictive.
Yep.
But what we're giving you is such a big configuration. These will last you a very long, long time. And thank you so much.
And we'll see you at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
We'll do this again.
All right, we will do this again.
All right.
By the way, check out some of our spring cleaning items. We're doing a very special sale till the end of the month. So we have that available for you on hsn.com. And make sure you don't miss out on our very great sales. But don't miss out on something I have. Really, truly a classic way of cleaning that has been